Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play to the Moon. Let's go ahead and access this memory link. Okay, so this one, it looks like the top row here has been opened up, so as usual, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, that didn't take quite as long as I thought it would be, but anyway, let's go ahead and do it. This little platypus again. As I said, I like the platypus. It's quite cute, and it's a little bit handsome as well. Two traits that I thoroughly endorse in a woman. So it looks like this is the middle of Johnny's adult life. And it has an invisible car of some sort with this little platypus inside. So let's head on up. It looks like we can't access certain parts as per usual, but let's see. This appears, yeah, I thought it looked like the house, or the future side of the cliffside house. Doesn't look like it's changed much, but this sort of this tense music is still going on here. It really sets the scene. So what's going on over here? What's happening in this stage of our life? We don't know. Have they bought this property yet? This is where the house used to be, isn't it? The house that never should have been. I mean, really, what is it about unusually high and dangerous places that attract people? Received note, acrophobia. Yep. Personally, I've got a fear of heights as well. I think it's a pretty common one for a lot of people. I think it's just the distance that, you know, you might be able to get hurt from is what really gets me. So we're playing just hopscotch across these logs here. Oh, it's Johnny and River. Is that why you approached me back then? Yeah. What about now? I suppose it's just a part of it. Look, it was a long time ago. It's not too relevant now, but Izzy said I should tell you the truth. I shouldn't have tainted our first meeting like that. What is that? A hacky sack? Can you throw this as far as where Anya's at? I don't know. You want me to try? Would you? River! Are you insane? Get away from there! I think this memory isn't too far from the last. Think they may be connected? Probably. So... yeah, they're just sitting at the house again. I mean the future side of the house, and they're talking about something in their past. I mean, this is all in the past, obviously. That goes without saying, but yeah, and something I wanted to comment on as well is that River has has nice long hair here. Long hair is good. I think short hair is also good on a girl. Let's examine his backpack. Yep, this is I thought it's from the Memento. Why did she cut her hair anyway? I like long hair. Something else that I kind of like as well is that, you know, these little orbs here, these memory links, they correspond to the colours that we might find in the world. So this one was orange, and that one corresponded to orange, and I think we had some purple flowers before which corresponded to the purple one. So this is a nice little touch, I think. mosey on in. Let's prepare this memento. Okay, this one looks easy, so shouldn't have too many problems there. Don't need a cut. It's looks to be some kind of rugged old backpack. What's up with that? Guess what's like long hair too? Everyone with it is different, John. Just because she and I share the syndrome doesn't mean we share the same head. But you must be able to help somehow. Everything was okay at first, but now she's more aloof than ever. Even when we're in the same room, she's never really there. It's starting to take a toll on me. I just don't know how to take it anymore. Well, I can't speak for her, but many of us do long for connections. Though, being able to articulate it is a different story. Just because she struggles to express it, it doesn't mean she doesn't feel anything. She's still there, right? Sometimes you just have to have faith that she cares. That's pretty difficult to do, day in and day out. I know. Wait, but why do you seem so normal, Izzy? I mean, don't you have the same condition? For one, I was diagnosed when I was still young. With effort, it's not impossible to acquire a guise of social norms systematically. But you know what? I both envy and pity River. Me, I'm an actress, because I've been doing it all my life. Not only on stage, but off stage, and practically every moment. I've gotten good at it, because acting is the only option I have. It's the only way for me to be normal. But River, she never did that. She remained an outcast, and refused to learn to step against it. I don't know if it was by choice, or by limit, whether bravery or cowardice. There are days when I just can't stand faking anymore. And then, I realize it's too late. The Isabelle that people know is all an act, and the real me has long become a stranger. I think in the end, I just envy her. Huh. I've never met a woman with it before. Then technically, you still haven't met one. This isn't part of our business. Let's move. Okay. So I guess, even at this early stage, well, relatively early I mean, Johnny is having a little bit of trouble sort of communicating and living with River. And also, something else that's another interesting development is that, you know, Isabelle, I guess his friend's wife, also has the same mysterious, you know, condition that River has. But she seems to be able to act socially quite normally. So we'll just have to see if, you know, if it's ever diagnosed or if it remains a sort of ambiguous and unclear disorder. They called it the syndrome before, which may or may not be an accurate term. Anything new today? No. What are you rereading there? The Emperor's New Clothes. I loved this when I was young. Still do, huh? Of course. Just for different reasons. When I was a kid, I loved the Animorph series. I know, your mother gave you a book from it as a wedding present. Yeah, that was one odd wedding present. I guess I was pretty obsessed with it when I was a kid. Why haven't you read them since? Hmm? I saw them. They're collecting dust in a garage. Well, I just grew out of them, I guess. I mean, they're children's books. What's wrong with reading children's books? They're comforting. I suppose so. I think I'm gonna get this one. So yeah, as I was saying, I guess Johnny is having a little bit of trouble communicating with his wife here. And they're not really, you know, they're not really on the same wavelength, I guess you could say. Like they have a little bit of a different idea. Like when Johnny was talking about, you know, he kind of grew out of children's books. That's a pretty normal response that, you know, you or I might have to that sort of question. But the kind of response and the kind of look that River gave him, it's almost like, you know, she seemed like she was a little bit, you know, horrified at what he was saying. Like it just was so against what she believes. But anyway, let's have a look at, I guess she's going to buy this book. The world could be easier on the eyes if people just remembered faces more. Oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I guess, you know, people's faces, sometimes they fade with time. I mean, especially since you're not really talking to them, so all these sort of random passers-by or, you know, people standing around in the shop, and Johnny kind of remembers that there were people there, but he doesn't really remember their faces per se. I mean, it's a bit different if you talk to someone and you have a little bit of an interaction with them or your friends or something like that. So you wouldn't forget a face of a colleague or perhaps a schoolmate or a friend or something like that, but I guess just the average person like this attendant here who's sort of selling you the book, or people standing around the shop, you wouldn't really remember them. So that's another nice little touch, I think. Let's have a look what Johnny's looking at. Multiple Johnnies, huh? Interesting. So yeah, I guess he took this book and he went over there. Ah, okay, I see. That's for the memento. Okay. Tobias Hawk, Rachel Grizzly, Jake Tiger, Marco Gorilla, David Cobra, Cassie Wolf. Why? Oh, just wondering. You could have just Googled it. Okay. Oh, something else I want to talk about, yeah, the Animorph series. That was a great series. That was around in the sort of the mid-90s, so if you're an old man like I am, you would know that was a really good children's book. I've actually still got some on my shelf over there. I'm just looking, I guess you guys can't see that, but I just have a glance over at my shelf and I can actually still see the books over there. I never really finished reading that, and I guess like Johnny said, I kind of grew out of them, but they were still a very great read. So I guess if it, you know, I guess these days people are reading Twilight and Harry Potter and things like that, so it's like that for me. I'm not yours, you're not mine. Be my anti-Valentine. Hey River, this one's not that corny. River? Guess he was looking at, you know, those Hallmark kind of cards. Is that copyright? I guess I can say that. I guess a greeting card is what I would say, the generic term. But what about David's? He's my favorite character. I don't know. What are you talking about? Animorphs. Have you read it? No. Yes. Really? Sort of. Oh, do you know what kind of animal David's main morph is? Can I use a keyboard for this? I can. Oh, can't. No, it doesn't look like I can. So I guess, you know, as we said before, it's Cobra. Also the name of a ruthless terrorist organization trying to take over the world. Ah, yeah, a Cobra. I really wish they kept the old covers instead of these plain sheets. Those are cool. Okay, so anyone who's read the books, they know what that sort of reference is. For the rest of you who didn't read those sort of series of books, they were kind of like embossed a little bit, and the cover of them sort of it was a little bit bumpy to touch, and it would show the gradual progression of the series of the person transforming into an animal. For those of you who don't know, Animorphs was a series that was about these, I think, 6 teenagers, and they got these this power from an alien to be able to transform into any animal that they could touch. So, you know, if you could manage to touch like an elephant or something else related to an elephant, like a tusk, you could transform into an elephant. So it was quite an interesting series, and they had the battle of, you know, this other evil alien race who could, you know, go into people's brains and sort of, I guess, take over their body, and there would be the story was that they were infiltrating Earth. Anyway, I'm a freaking nerd, so don't worry about that. That's neither here nor there. And let's head on through this memory link. Was a good series, though. Okay. So I think that's all we can do here. So let's head on through. My brain is already hurting. Okay, this one is a bit complicated, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, that one wasn't as complicated as I thought it would be, so let's head on through. Looks to be the Emperor's New Clothes book that River was looking at.